Alright, so in this scene, Baki gets Pickle to fight him by tapping him lightly on the face and hurting his pride. Now they start to fight, and soon after, Pickle goes all the way up into the stadium and smacks Baki down on the ground. Now at this point we see one of the most interesting scenes within this episode. And this is when Pickle decides to pray for Baki. Now as a Christian, obviously I was super excited.
He said to himself,
"Now's your chance!"
I have gone too far.
A few things are clear by this scene. The first one is that Baki is clearly confused as what's happening. Pickle is obviously feeling bad for Baki. And ultimately he is asking Baki if he wants to accept Jesus into his heart.
Nailed it.
Alright, maybe not exactly, but he does start to pray for him. Now this gesture clearly pisses Baki off.
Don't you fucking pray!
Now the interesting thing here is that Pickle is genuinely concerned for Baki. And this concern is met with hostility. Now in the Bible it says, "So when we preach that Christ was crucified, the Jews are offended and the Gentiles say it's all nonsense." What the Bible is teaching us here is that oftentimes when people are met with the gospel, they are going to be offended by what we say. Now the interesting thing here is that Baki is showcasing what happens a lot of the times when people hear the gospel. Sometimes when people are confronted with their sins, with their mistakes, they will actually accept them, or they will lash out. Now the interesting thing about this scene here is that the author of Baki is acknowledging that humankind was made to worship. Now what you have here is a man from a prehistoric age that is praying, right? He is acknowledging that there is something above humanity, some sort of God or some sort of being that he is to worship or ask for help. And in this case, asking for help for him. And in this case, asking help for his friend. Now, I know that most of you are not Christians and probably don't accept what the Bible says about God, but I wanted to share this with you because it is interesting that in all forms of art and creativity, you are going to find that even though we don't accept the Bible, we acknowledge that there is some sort of God, some sort of creator that created everything that we have. Not only that, but we were created for a purpose by that ultimate creator. Alright guys, this is all that I had for you today. I just want to ask you, let me know in the comments if some of you, when you ran across this scene, if you actually gave it a second thought and maybe thought about some of this stuff. And as always, I just want to remind you that we must persevere.